Miracle Baby 777, home of the intuitives. I'm just here to do your July 2022 love reading for the month. Before we get started, I was picking up a whole bunch of messages, right? One thing I heard was like nothing more, nothing less. I'm also hearing like DMX. I think the song is what these just want from a, that energy. So I feel like many of you, no matter if you're a feminine or masculine energy, you are in your bag. Not your money bag. Maybe you are, maybe not. I don't know. But you are in your bag. And so we are entering my yacht season. So there's a lot of things that you guys are going to come across, right? So before we get started, I want to go ahead and just like jump right on into it because I got a lot of messages for y'all. Did y'all miss me? I honestly, when I be going, like, honestly, the days that I'm not working and doing y'all readings, I'm really sleep. I'm really sleeping. And honestly, because I take, I'm up 24, I'm up 24 to 48 hours a piece. And so I have to go to sleep at some point, right? I got to go to sleep. And when I go to sleep, I get dreams, premonitions, and then I'm able to do y'all readings. So that's my trick. That's my, like, trade, right? All of those things are in perspective. But let's go ahead and get started. So, of course, you know how this go. It is the current energy, the unseen, what's coming towards you, and, of course, your intuition card, which is your oracle, right? Your overall energy, the spiritual message that, like, your spiritual guides, ancestors, loved ones wants to give to you. Cancer, I don't know, but I was learning a lot about you this season. I feel like people don't really understand you. It's like Cancer, when I asked about a Cancer, I heard nothing but bad things. I'm like, nah, that's not the Cancer I know, right? So one thing about me, I'm a Libra moon, so I just tend to not like, I don't pick sides until you betray me. Then I had to come out as a Scorpio. And when I have to come out as a Scorpio, that thing's going to get a little raggy and it's going to get a little I'm not going to get into the rest. But anyway. So Cancer. So I was picking up. And so the thing about people, I feel like people don't really understand Cancer. Cancer are very intuitive. But they want to be this like nice, nasty. And honestly, that's just how God made them. Me, I'm a Scorpio, so I'm a little bit more blunt. I'm a little bit more cutthroat. Shout out to like my Libra moon. I have a Libra moon, so I'm very, like, straightforward, So I'm not going to, like, sugarcoat with you. If I ain't really fucking with it, I ain't fucking with it. Now, the Scorpio in me be ready to come back because right now I'm dealing with some shit right now. I'm dealing with a person I just, I love them, but at the same time, I'm ready to, like, call it quits. He not letting me. I'm like, oh, shit, you crazy, just like me. He's like, yeah. So you're dealing with the crazy motherfucker is what I'm picking up. Cancer. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm not going to speculate too much, right? So let's get into it. Current energy for Cancer 2000. Ooh, victory is mine. Victory is mine. Victory today is mine. I don't blame. Leave me behind. Victory today is mine. Shout out to my Christians out there. I was once Christian. So victory is out here. So recognition. Victory could also be the 7 deadly sins of pride. However, I feel like, you know what, Cancer, I just feel like you're feeling victorious. Like, what can I do wrong? Cancer, the truth of the matter is you can't do nothing wrong. Now, of course, they don't like to hear that. Of course, oh, you just want to on a Cancer. But it's just not that. I just feel like Cancer are very much so in their bag. All right. Cancers are in their bag. And they're understanding of what life has in store for them. Cool. So feeling very victorious, getting a lot of recognition. People are just like starting to follow you. If you have a social media platform, you're going to get a lot of views, a lot of followings. Now, the thing is, Cancer, because you are a 6 of Wands, I don't think everybody is around you is happy to see you in a 6 of Wands. Because you have mastered many levels. And this is a level of victorious. being victorious and staying in a victorious energy. Now, many can try to copy you, Cancer, but it will never last long because you know why? You're the actual facilitator, the originator, right? You are the original that made these things happen. And so at that point, they get into their bag and so they feel like, oh no, you didn't. Cancer did it all by themselves. So, moving on. What's the unseen? Me really want. Could be dealing with Sagittarius. Alright, 5 Pentacles. So somebody feels like they left out in the cold, especially if it's an earth sign towards Capricorn or Virgo. This person feels like they left out in the cold. Now, Cancer, the only thing about this person is this person does feel like they built you up to be the person that you are today. So let's talk about it. Because many people don't want, I put my skirt down, I put my boobies there because I'm pretty. Like, I remember when I was frail, skinny, I had rib cages going up my chest. And so now that I'm healthy, in a lot of weight, looking good, feeling good, I'm ready to show these got them tickle bitties. That's what they call them. Moving on, though. So we got the 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles is just letting you know that you are worrying or somebody's worrying about you. But when Cancer said, well, I don't see why you're worrying about me. Because one thing about me, I'm going to be a player for life. All right? Shout out to my Cancers. Cancer said, don't worry about me, honey. I'm out here and I'm being very victorious. So when we're talking about love, when we're talking about, the person that got left behind was this earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. Now they worried, stressed out. Their health is on the line. You know what I mean? Their health is on the line. Everything else is on the line. It's just like Cancer said, you know what? I'm just not dealing with that. Can't be mad at Cancer. You can't be mad at Cancer. See, I'm hearing perfect timings. I'm hearing perfect timings, and every dollar accounts for. So many of you could be into budgeting, maybe getting a budget book, you just bought a new save, moving money around in your bank account. You got a receipt that was just like, now I know this ain't love, but Cancer, you got a receipt and you was like, oh hell no. So Cancer is just like, oh, what am I going to do, Cancer? The good thing about you is the moon. Now, we are entering the moon, the new moon of Leo. New moon of Leo. But right now, we have just entered into Maya season. So, shout out to you for my Cancers that have done the right thing. It just was like, you know what, I ain't even trying to lead you on. I'm just trying to do my thing. Because it's all about truth. Being truthful. For a person that does not know how to be truthful, yeah, it's going to be hard on them. And Justice Maya is going to bring the heat. All you wanted to be was a simple person. And somebody didn't want you to be that simple person. They wanted you to stress out and be in a 5 of Pentacles. But that's not your energy, boo. You rule the moon. So wherever the moon is, even if we are in a waning moon, waxing moon, crescent moon, full moon, or new moon. Again, Cancer rules the moon. I love that about y'all. So, what is coming towards you? I've been listening to Tupac lately. I don't know if you guys have been listening to Tupac lately, but Tupac has been coming through. And I really love his energy. Now, I was born in 1992. I think Pac died in 1985. So I was number 3 or 4 or 5, 6 years old. So I wasn't able to experience Pac. Ooh, something coming in fast, too. But I like him. It's all about the music. It's all about everything that you listen to. It's about your magic and your passion and whatever you're dedicated to. Okay? So the word two is just only, okay, moving on. Because I was about to go into some poetry shit. And here's the thing. I'm not about to sit here and talk to you about poetry when you really get ready to teach me about poetry. I'm getting ready to go in front of a crowd. And I don't really know too much about poetry, but I'm about to speak my truth. I wrote this down in my manifestations. I wrote this down in my meditations. And guess what? I'm getting ready to be a fucking poet, y'all. Shit, not this old cowgirl. Not this old tarot reader. No, I'm getting ready to be a poet. They booked me for a session. Now, y'all, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm going to say when I get up there, but guess what? I'm going to rock this shit. You know why? Because it's all in me, and I meant to do it. I meant to be a part of it, and it's all about that folklore. Come on now, you can't be really a voodoo priest or priestess unless you understand voodoo, right? Cancer, you're getting married next year, 2023, I'm hearing. By next year of summertime, Cancer, by your birthday, or even after your birthday. But I'm saying, when I say after birthday, I'm talking about like to September. So it ain't going to be too much soon after that. But many of you getting married. I like that. Like that. 6 of Wands, I love you, ancestors. Like, y'all always be telling me who's with the shits, who's not with the shits, who's willing to get down and dirty, who really scared of shit. At the end of the day, I love it. I love everything about it. And so there's just, I don't know, when you're a real true empress, you got a lot of workers on your hand. You don't have to get your hands dirty. If I had nails, I would show them to you. But instead, like the job that I work, I got to get down and busy. Nothing to stress about, no matter what it looks like. Because somebody just tried to throw a monkey wrench or a boomerang to you. And you're just like, no, I'm not about, that's just not my energy. It's not my inner G. My inner INNER G. Shout out to her. But when I say that, I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So what's the 6 of Wands? You're a good person. Oh, you're dealing with that Scorpio energy. So Scorpio tried to tell you so. Scorpio said, if you don't break through these boundaries, if you don't get through wherever you're going, if you don't do what you're supposed to do, oh, okay. Because I'm hearing that there's a reading that I said about a few months ago, maybe 3 months ago, 2 months ago. It's starting to resonate. And you was like, oh, shit. Now, mind you, I'm not your average tarot reader. I don't give a damn about your love life. I personally really don't. But because I'm an understanding of love, I rule justice, I rule law. I know what it feels like to want to be in love, and I know what it's like to be in love, and I know what it's like to be destroyed by love, yet replenished by love, right? And so, something that you, shout out to the edible. Shout out to the people that bring some goddamn edibles. I don't know, maybe just take a bite. I feel like Cancers are dibbling dabbling to things they never experienced before. What's the 5 of Pentacles? All you fake bitches. And all you fake niggas. Yeah, y'all fake as hell. 5 of Pentacles? Not y'all necessarily, but you know what I'm talking about. Cancer, if I gotta sit here and explain to you about my readings, I really don't want to read you no more. Are you really giving me a lot of views? Sometimes. So I like Cancer. Not gonna lie. I do. 5 of Pentacles. What's the worry about? Who feel like they left you on? It's something about your illness, though. It's something about your wellness. You're gonna be alright, though, Cancer. Your body is rejecting certain, yeah, your body is rejecting certain vitamins, is what I'm seeing, in certain foods. It's rejecting it. You can tell because it makes you feel sluggish, nasty, ugly. Out of the Moon card. That's the Cancer card. I feel like you're studying the artifacts. I feel like many of you are studying the nutrition facts as well. Because I'm hearing Dr. Sabi with the 8 of Wands. So he could be working on you, or maybe you are tapping into his energy. Okay. Cancer, also too, women are not having sex with you because your your ejaculation. YouTube, don't do this today. For real, I've done everything I'm supposed to do. I've cleaned up my page. I deleted the videos that was outrunning. It's just like, give me a chance. God damn. Y'all the reason why I'm not at 2,000 yet, or 225K or whatever. Like, chill out. Moving on. Because I'm not trying to be with you, YouTube, but you is trying me. Like, you're trying me a lot. Instagram blocked me for a whole... Never mind. For what they were talking about, I just did what I had to do. So the Moon is Cancer card. So This is what you're dealing with in secret. Many people may not know that. Some people just be broke, lacking the finances of everything. But truth of the matter is, Cancer, you have a brilliant brain. You should never be in the Five of Pentacles because you are the Cancer card. Cancers rule the moon. So anytime the moon is like full moon or new moon is cycling, no matter what sign they're in, Cancer knows how to tap into that. So with these many moon cycles, the fact that you know how to tap into that, does that really feel good to you all the time? Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't, right? But the swiftness is, so you are receiving a lot of packages. This relationship that you're encountering, because I said what's coming towards you, it's going to be real fast. Some of you could feel like you're in a committed relationship. This relationship isn't committed. For others, it is. Like, so I ain't talking about my other Cancers. Now, Cancer, many of you can tap into your Capricorn energy because it's just how I go. Cancers are so loving. I feel like Cancers right now, you may be so loving. This don't have nothing to do with signs. I just feel like you're so loving right now that you feel like you don't have what it takes to be able to provide to your partner, or your partner is feeling like they're less of a person because they cannot provide to you. And the truth of the matter is, this time too shall pass. My dad always told me, shout out to James Edward Clark, and his logic was, this time next year will be history. It's really hard for me to talk to my dad, so I ain't about to go there because I don't want to like ruin the reading because I get very emotional. The woman that you're dealing with does not have father issues. This person is actually very tapped into their father, even if this person has transition. Cancer, I feel like many of you could feel like you're left out in the cold. People are starting to block you out. If not, they're getting ready to block you out. But Cancer, I feel like you can finagle this thing into your matters. I feel like you are the one that's going to do whatever you got to do and make the best of your abilities. I feel like Cancer is going to win. Cancer may have to experience the Five of Pentacles, which is lack of results. You know what I mean? But overall, let me get one on overall. Overall energy for Cancer, I feel like you will win. Yes, everything is a part of your destiny. Overall energy, you got to fight for it. There is a lot of conflict. You will have to fight for this. This won't come easy because maybe you thought everything would be easy because you know the moon cycle. But in this case, this will not be easy for you, especially if you're dealing with this fire sign. Or if you're dealing with the Cancer, you could be a Gemini energy. Scorpio is dealing with Cancer right now, or maybe a Five of Pentacles. The Cancer feel like they're left down the hole and they try to speed up the process. It's because Cancer, you will learn patience and you will learn that everybody not about to play that fake ass role, because the Cancers can come out fake. I don't know. I don't personally believe that, but that's what the Zodiac tries to portray with you. I just feel like you're very intuitive. You know how to play the game the way that you want to play it, right, Cancer? And I feel like that's best of the abilities for you, and I feel like you will continue to do that in your manner. So, what's the Six of Wands in a Tower moment? Okay. So if you're dealing with a Scorpio or you're dealing with a fire sign, they are in a short illness. Somebody is dealing with a lot of pride and ego. This is like a person that knows you're very successful, but they won't come look at any of your work or your knowledge or your videos or something like that. So they just try to make you feel bad about it, or if not you, they're already feeling bad about it. Somebody is getting a Tower moment. Now we are in the season of my yacht. Shout out to my yacht. Home intuitives. Keep in mind, I will be talking about my God on the Home Intuitives reading. Home Intuitives reading somewhere I could just like kind of relax and I ain't gotta like put on this front for you. Many of you will be finding feathers. These feathers are most likely from geese. These feathers are most likely from geese. Okay. But you will be finding excuse me. Somebody got something to say, but they can't, so they keep hiccuping. It's like somebody needs to operate their throat chakra. And that's the reason why I'm putting this feather right here in my throat chakra, because My throat chakra needs to be open, right? The moon. Oh, somebody's extremely happy. Good, great, good gentleman. So this person that you're worried about, or you feel like, is he good? Is he not good? This person is a very good gentleman. This is the person that's for you. Now, I get it. You've been left out in the cold. You've had to deal with situations that were just not for you, more so of against you. But excuse me. But these people or this person is here for you. Now, maybe you have left a lot of people out in the cold yourself. I get it. Maybe you're feeling left out in the cold. Sometimes, Cancer, you can talk a little bit too much, and so even though you are intuitive, you got to understand the astrological realm of life, the civilization, the comedic civilization. You got to understand how things kind of work. And so when you come off out of balance or out of the comedic norm, you will run into a situation where you will be let out in the cold. Five of Pentacles. Cancer, masculine energy. It's time for you to leave this person out in the cold. Like, I feel like you've been condemned. You've been in a lot, been in a lockup. Somebody's trying to make you feel like you're supposed to be there. But I feel like you spent a lot of time. You did the hood enough. It's like you did it enough, and so now you're trying to teach people. And if somebody is not open to constructive criticism, or if they're not open into learning, they will not grasp this concept. So I feel like handcuffs, you are going to have to leave a lot of people in the behind. It's like you love them, you do, you truly do. Cancer, people are not going to explain this, but because it's going to happen out of nowhere, it's going to happen fast with the Eight of Wands. Yeah. Now, I feel like there's a Gemini around you that has taught you love, or there's a fire sign that taught you love, but they came in, they got up out of there real quick too. So, Five of Pentacles and the King of Cups. So, focus on your work, or you're focusing on your work, long head away. Oh, yeah, you don't want to listen. How could you be so goddamn intuitive, but you don't want to listen? So, no problem. I won't tell you more. You just understand that you are on your spiritual journey, and every time you need me, I'm right here for you, Cancer. And then you're going to branch off, and then you're going to figure out things on your own, and you will return home. With that being said, so you could have been anywhere in the world, Cancer, right? But at this time and at this moment, you decided to be here with me. And because of that, it's peace and blessings to you. Take care.